Before watching the video, can you please save a little bit time, like and subscribe to SkypluS have mover to increase?
On February 4, 2015, TransAsia Airways Flight 235 was a domestic flight from Taipei to Kinmen, Taiwan. A distance of 185 miles, it will take about 1 hour fly. The aircraft involved in the accident was an ATR 72-600 twin-turboprop, registration B22816, MSN 1141. It, a 10-month-old ATR 72-600, first flew on March 28, 2014, and was delivered to TransAsia Airways on April 15, 2014. The left Pratt & Whitney Canada PW127M engine was replaced in August 2014. The passenger manifest was composed of 49 adults and 4 children. 31 passengers were Chinese, many were visitors from Xiamen on a 6-day tour of Taiwan. The remaining 22 passengers were Taiwanese. The captain was Liao Qiantsung, 42-year-old, with a total of 4,914 flight hours, including 250 hours on the ATR 72, and the co-pilot was Lu Zicheng, 45-year-old, with a total of 6,922 flight hours, including 5,314 hours on the ATR 72. Also, an observer, Hung Pingcheng, 63-year-old, was seated in the cockpit jump seat, who had a total of 16,121 flight hours, 6,482 of them on the ATR 72. All crew members were Taiwanese citizens. The co-pilot was a dual New Zealand-Taiwanese citizen. Flight 235 departed Taipei Songshan Airport at 10:52 Taiwan time, 2:52 Universal Time coordinated. Shortly after takeoff, a fault in the autofeather unit of the number 2 engine caused the automatic takeoff power control system to autofeather that engine. The flight crew misdiagnosed the problem and shut down the still functioning number 1 engine. The aircraft reached an altitude of 1,630 feet, 500 meters, and then began descending until it crashed. The last pilot communication to air traffic control was, Mayday, Mayday, engine flame out.
Speed, speed, speed. Speed, speed, speed.
Sink rate, pull up. Don't sink, too low, terrain.
Speed, speed, speed.
Sink rate, pull up. Don't sink, too low, terrain.
At 10:55, the aircraft crashed into the Keelung River on the border of Nangang District of Taipei and Shiji District of New Taipei. Of the 58 people on board the flight, only 15 survived. One of the 2 flight attendants, Huang Qingye, survived. Flight 235 was the second fatal accident involving a TransAsia Airways ATR aircraft within 7 months. Flight 222 had crashed on July 23, 2014, killing 48 of the 58 on board. Taipei police and fire departments received dozens of calls from eyewitnesses almost immediately after the crash. The Taipei Fire Department, military, and volunteer rescue workers arrived at the crash scene within minutes and reached the survivors by boat around 35 minutes after the crash. They began removing survivors from the rear section of the semi-submerged fuselage and ferried them to shore in inflatable boats. Divers were forced to cut the seat belts of dead passengers, located mostly in the front section, to remove their bodies. That work was made difficult by low visibility underwater. The ASC issued an interim report on July 2. The report also stated that the pilot in command had failed to pass a simulator test in May 2014, partly because he demonstrated insufficient knowledge about the procedure for handling an engine flameout during takeoff. He retook the test the following month, however, and successfully passed. The final report found that, following the uncommanded autofeather of engine number 2, right engine, the pilot flying the aircraft reduced power and subsequently shut down the operative engine number 1, left engine. The loss of power from both engines was not detected and corrected by the crew in time, and the aircraft stalled during the attempted restart at an altitude from which they could not recover. On February 11th, TransAsia offered 14.9 million new Taiwan dollars, about $475,000 US, in compensation to the family of each of the dead. This amount includes emergency relief and funeral allowance, totaling 1.4 million new Taiwan dollars, $44,300 US, already paid to each family. Not all of the families have accepted the offer. The two combined accident further weakens the airline's image. The airline ceased operations and shut down indefinitely on November 22, 2016.
Thank you for watching the video. If you have an idea of flight, please comment below to everyone discuss.